So the January transfer is almost here, and some things have started to make moves for players who think they can improve their team or augment their squad to help them and compete in their domestic league and the tournament that they are playing in, whether in the Champions League or the UEFA Europa League or the Conference League or all those stuff. And there are some good transfers ongoing. The biggest among them is Antoine Semenyo, who is, I think the move is close to Manchester City, making a move to Manchester City. And it's a World Cup year. As much as the AFCON is also going on, it's also World Cup year. And some players are also trying to get some move away from their respective team and go to other teams where they can be guaranteed of much more playing time. So we need to talk about all those things because obviously if we are entering into a World Cup year and a player is in your team and is not getting a much playing time, you have to know that definitely the player will be asking for a transfer request or a loan or something so that he can go and get some match playing time and probably get into their national team squad. So we need to talk about that. There are some other couple of players who are trying to make moves and all the stuff. We need to talk about that. Sports Gazette, my name is Nanaya. Put your post notification button on. Anytime we drop a video, you'll be the first to watch. Follow us on all social media platforms. Share, like, comment, and share. The name is Sports Gazette, so that's all. See, let's get into it. The transfer window is heating up. I think from next week we'll be entering into July window, and teams have started to make moves for some players that they think that can help them compete for their respective domestic cups and help them in some other aspects. And a couple of them are a player like Endrick, the Brazilian superstar, who Madrid bought, I think it was him at Real Madrid. In his first season, it was Ancelotti. Ancelotti wasn't using him that much because of Mbappe. But anytime he comes on, and he shows a glimpses of a very good player, a very good striker that if he get a much more opportunity and he get a coach who can help him build him and teach him how to do other things, he can be a very good superstar, a very good world class player because he's a very good striker. Very when you check his movement, everything is okay. And he has signed a season-long loan for Olympic Lyon in France, and I think it's very good for him because when I check the Olympic Lyon team now, I don't see any good striker that they have that can put Endrick on the bench. So it's a very good move for him. I don't go with that move. I think it's very good for him. He can get much more playing time, and even Brazil as of now, they can even consider if he get much playing time and help him. They can help him and get into the World Cup squad in 2026. So I think it's a very good move for him. A season-long loan. He will be wearing the number 9 jersey, and I think it will be very good for him. Very good for him. He will get much more playing time, and the French league is not a league that, even though now people doesn't give it much attention, but I think they are very good quality players over there. So it's very good for him. Another player is Niclas, who was formerly of Borussia Dortmund. He made a move to West Ham in the EPL. Things didn't go all well for him. He was a very good player when he was at Dortmund. He was scoring a lot of goals and all those, but I think his age was a factor for him not to perform in the EPL, because we know the EPL to be a very physical league. Even though when it comes to tactics, much more of tactics, it's in Italy. Italy doesn't depend on physicality, or it depends on the tactics. But when it comes to the EPL, it depends on much more on you about your physicality and intensity. So I think that's what slowed him, because he's, I think, 33 or 34 years. So imagine a 33 years playing coming to the EPL first season. There's no way he's going to. And for West Ham is not a team who, like, we can say, they are a possessive based team. Any match that they play, 90% of their games, they are the one doing much more defending, because their coach there is not a coach who is like an offensive coach. He's a more of defensive coach. I'm talking of Nuno Espirito Santo. So definitely, Niclas will be. I found it very sad that it didn't work out for him at West Ham. Yeah, because he was a very good player when he was at Dortmund. He was really scoring like like making rounds and for other teams to know he was very very good. But it didn't work out for him at West Ham. And he has signed a season long loan for AC Milan. Much of the players are players who came to the EPO and didn't perform and have returned there, and they are doing so well there. And the striker that's striking for AC Milan now is, I think, Jimenez, the Santiago Jimenez, the former I think Feyenoord player striker, and I think he's injured too, so it can help him. It can help Füllkrug to get some much more playing time, and probably Germany too doesn't have a very good striker like him, even though they have Waterman, who is doing so well at Newcastle United. But I think if he gets much more playing time, and I think he will be good at AC Milan, because their league have shown that it doesn't depend on your physicality or intensity. It's much more of tactics. So we've seen Luka Modric go there and blossom everyone. Like everyone is surprised with what he's doing, but much of us are not surprised because we know him to be a very good player, and we know that the Italian Serie A to be a very tactical. It's not much more like the EPO. The EPO is much more the intensity and physicality. That's what drives with the EPO. So Luka Modric doing so well at AC Milan is nothing that surprises me. But I think Niclas Füllkrug, when he gets much more playing time, get into the rhythm of the team, he will blossom. He will do very good. He will score the goals for them very very well. The biggest one among them is Antoine Semenyo moving to Manchester City. Per report, everything is close. The deal is close. I think yesterday Fabrizio Romano reported that the only thing that will make the transfer not go through is maybe Manchester City say, oh, now we don't want you anymore, but we are moving to another target. That's the only thing. Well, as of now, Semenyo have choose Manchester City, that he want to play for Manchester City. Before we get into that, I think it was Liverpool first. Liverpool was the first team to go to do the inquiry for Antoine Semenyo, and then Manchester City came in. No, Manchester United came in, and then Manchester City also came in before Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea came in yesterday. Chelsea just made maybe inquiry. Even the inquiry that Chelsea made, it wasn't about Bournemouth and this thing. They made the inquiry about Antoine Semenyo and his agent, what they want to take, like the salary and all the things. Chelsea were aware of all those stuff, and much more they were also aware of the players' release clause. Yeah, they were much more aware of that. But Semenyo communicated to them that no, he has chosen Manchester City. That's why. So Chelsea pulled off that evening or yesterday evening. Chelsea pulled off, and then there was Manchester United. Manchester United were pushing so hard to get Antoine Semenyo. They were pushing so hard. They even went to the extent that they would change system so that he can help Antoine Semenyo adapt to their system. Yeah, that was the report from Fabrizio Romano and David Ornstein. That was the report that they went to the extreme of changing system to fit Antoine Semenyo. They weren't planning to put him, like, let him play as left wing back or something, because that's the system of Manchester United, and that's the only place that he will fit in. There's no way 3-4-3 or sometimes 3-4-2-1, and Semenyo is not a number 10. He's a right winger. Semenyo is a right winger, left winger. Sorry, he's a left winger rather. So there's no way you say, oh, I'm coming to play left wing back. No, Manchester United didn't pull out. It was just that Semenyo chose between Manchester City and them. That's why Manchester United were ready to pay everything. They were ready to increase his salary and all this stuff. And to be honest with you, I would have been very shocked if Semenyo was to go to Manchester United, because we know Manchester United. See, let me tell you something. Manchester United is in England. Manchester United is the most criticized team in England. I can't hide that one. To be honest with you, I can't hide it. They are the most criticized team in England. They can win like 4 matches on the bounce and just drew again, and you will see everyone talking about them. So a player in this kind of culture or this kind of environment, it doesn't help him to grow. To be honest with you, I would have agreed for him to go there, and then he come to Liverpool. I was very very shocked that Semenyo didn't choose Liverpool over Manchester City, even though people say, oh, they might guarantee him of winning more trophies and all. See, that's on the latter side. when it comes to Liverpool, the position that Semenyo sometimes do a job at Mohamed Salah's position, at the left ring side. So see, Semenyo, I would have guaranteed Semenyo a much more playing time at Liverpool more than Manchester City, because when it comes to Manchester City, you know that every year you are guaranteed of winning a trophy. That one day is guaranteed. But much more playing time is what will worry him, because Doku that we are talking about, Doku is like he just dribble and just put the ball somewhere. This is Doku has really improved. To be honest with you, Doku has really improved. When you check, there's no way he's benching Ryan Cherki, because the form that Ryan Cherki is also in, there's no way he's benching him. Füllkrug, Doku is injured, and Füllkrug is playing Jeremy Doku's position. That's where Semenyo will play. And Foden is on form. He has scored 7 goals in the EPL and given 1 assist. That should tell you a player on form. And he's an English superstar, national team player. He play for the national team. There's no way Semenyo is benching him. He's on form. We can't even talk about Haaland, him benching Haaland or something. No. There's no way he's benches Haaland. Unless Pep will say, oh, let me rest Haaland small, because he has played a lot of games, so let me rest him for Semenyo to play that position. No way. So game time at Manchester City is what I'm thinking of for him, because he's a starter for the Black Stars. He's a starter for the Black Stars. So he needs to go at him that will guarantee him much more playing time. And that's why I think Liverpool will have guaranteed him much more playing time than Manchester City. But he also feel that that's the team that he can win the Champions League, or maybe probably the EPL, much more trophies there. And moreover, there are rumors circulating around that very soon, maybe after this season, Pep will be leaving. So you see, Pep he's the one signing you now. But if Pep has 2 years contract left to Manchester City, after this season he left it 1. So if after this season, per the report, if everything is true, then it might be very difficult for Semenyo, to be honest with you. And at Liverpool, you know that roughly, by the next 2 years, Salah will leave. If he doesn't move next summer, he will leave in the next 2 years. So definitely you will get a play, much more play. Semenyo is just 25 years. You get playing time there. That position will be your own. You are guaranteed of playing time over there. So I don't see the reason why he chooses Manchester City, but that's his choice. And obviously, a player with that kind of form, there's no way that no team will be circulating around or doing inquiries about him. He has scored 8 goals in the EPL this season and made 3 assists. That should tell you a player of form. He's a very good player. Who knows? We didn't thought of it that Antoine Semenyo will be the one to make the biggest move in his career than Mohamed Kudus. Because when Mohamed Kudus came to the EPL in West Ham, he was the player much of us were thinking, the next 2 or 3 years, he will be joining the Barcelonas, the Real Madrid, the Man City, the Manchester United, the Chelsea, the Arsenals, the Liverpools. That was our thinking. But Semenyo has shown that he's the one who is making the move now. To be honest with you, even though Kudus has also made a very big move to Tottenham, but you can't compare Tottenham to Manchester City. You can't compare Tottenham to Liverpool. You can't compare Tottenham to Chelsea, Arsenal, Manchester United. No. So Semenyo is the one rather making the big move for Ghanaian superstar, and it will be very good for the national team for Ghanaians. It will be very good for us, getting some of your superstars play for Manchester City, Tottenham and all those stuff. It's very good for us. Very good for us. So Semenyo, I wish he won the best. To be honest with you, I would have wanted him in my team, Arsenal, to be honest. But per the squad and per the players in his position that they are playing at Arsenal now, there's no way he's benching anyone. Even though the position that he plays, Trossard plays there, Martinelli also plays there, and Martinelli this season is on form. So there's no way he's benching him. Sometimes non-Madrid also plays there. Eze can also do a job there. So you see that position, Arsenal have covered. Right hand side. There's no way he's benching Bukayo Saka. There's no way. He's an English national. He's a starter for the English national team. So there's no way he's benching. So I think that would be the right. That's what I don't know the decision that went into it for him to choose Manchester City. But that was his choice. So just have to go by it. So this has been one of my analysis on the transfer rumors and Semenyo and all those stuff. So let me know what you think of the Semenyo move to Manchester City. Very soon the move will be made. I think it's imminent. They just left with some because it's a release clause. So Manchester City have to talk to Bournemouth and know how to trigger the release clause and all those stuff. So follow us on all social media platforms because the transfer move we know about to open. So we need to get into it. Thank you for your time.